Narcissists act like they are all powerful. They walk around like they own the world, like nothing can shake them. But here's the truth. Narcissists are actually more afraid of you than you are of them. In fact, they are terrified of you. That's right, behind all of that arrogance, all that manipulation, that confidence, that bravado, there's fear. There's actually panic. And once you understand that, they are afraid. And why? Because they know that once you figure all of that out, you will never be controlled by them ever again. And I'm going to explain all of that so that by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what narcissists fear the most so that you can use that knowledge to protect yourself and the powerful mindset shift that makes you untouchable to them. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a globally recognized negotiation and high conflict communications expert, an attorney, and the best-selling author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and When. And I've spent my career helping people just like you take back their power. And I want to help you do the same thing. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. I'm going to reveal the real reason why narcissists are so afraid of you. So it's so time for you to flip that script and take back control. So why are narcissists so afraid of you? The answer is going to surprise you, but it comes down to one thing. Their supply, that drug, they need this like oxygen. It's like their blood, it's their lifeblood. When they realize they can't control you anymore, that's when their biggest fears come to life. And I've seen this happen so many times. I've seen it in court, I've seen it in mediation, I've seen it in coaching. I now train coaches, and I've seen their coaching when they've been coaching others. I train people in corporations now. I've seen it in all sorts of settings, and they're so terrified of being exposed. It's that mask, and they don't want that mask to come off. And when it does, they just have to go find another supply source. They spend years carefully crafting this fake image, and they manipulate people into believing that they're a person that they actually aren't. And the second that someone sees through that mask, they start to panic. I often think about the Wizard of Oz, like that big, huge image that he was crafting, and he was really like that feeble old man behind the curtain. He's like, don't look behind the curtain. No, don't look behind the curtain. And that's when they lash out, when you call them out. And that's why they gaslight and they smear you behind your back. And they're really good at sort of slithering into, oh, that's not what I said. That's not what I did. That's not what I meant. And making you think that it's something else and moving you into a different direction and moving you into a different conversation when you're on to them, because it's all about hiding who they truly are, what the conversation around taking responsibility for what actually happened. That's when they go into breakdown, and that's when they freak out, when they realize that you're on to them. I know you guys have seen this, so I want you to put "I've seen this" in the comments if you guys have seen this. What have they done? If you guys have seen them like completely freak out, what did they do? Let's talk about this in the comments. So they fear your independence. That's why they grip onto this control so deeply. People who are good with who they are, who are grounded, they don't need to grip onto control. They're like, I love you. I know who you are. I don't need to have like power over you. There's a whole difference between true, authentic power and like this force power. Narcissists need you to need them. That's their lifeline. The moment they see you becoming independent, that's when their fear kicks in. When you stop seeking their validation, they panic. When you stop reacting to their insults, they lose control. When you show them that you don't need them anymore, they realize that they're powerless over you. And that's when they start to put you down, they start to insult you, they start to manipulate you, they start to say things, like nobody else will love you, nobody else wants you. People who feel good about themselves don't treat each other poorly. It's only the people who feel bad about themselves that treat other people badly.
Fed up with narcissists walking all over you? Sick of everyone believing their lies while you're paying through the nose in attorney's fees? What if you could hold all the cards for a change? Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a top 1% trial attorney, a USA Today bestselling author, and I've spent my entire career helping people slay narcissists in negotiations, most recently through my proven slay method. What if your suffering could become your superpower? Imagine turning all that pain into power, not just for you, but for others too. This is your chance to take back control. You can finally win. Become a high conflict negotiation certified coach. Help others while transforming your own life and do good for the world. This is your chance. Go to RebeccaZung.com/apply and I'll show you how to turn the tables for good starting today.
If you feel like you are in a place of feeling disempowered and you don't have phrases for disarming narcissists and you want to take back your power, grab my free Disarm the Narc phrases so that you feel like you have phrases at the ready, maybe for emails, maybe for text messages. Maybe you're just feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I freeze up when it's time to say something. I have phrases for that. And, just like memorize one or two so that you feel like, oh my gosh, I know what to say. If you just have like maybe 5 phrases or something so that you can feel like, you know what, this approach isn't working for me. I can see what you were saying, or I agree with you. Sometimes just saying like, I agree with you. I agree that we're never going to be on the same page, or I agree that that's what you think. Sometimes if they hear I agree with you, then that's all they need to hear. Or I hear you. I hear you. It's like a neutral thing to say, or that's an interesting perspective. They are afraid of being ignored. You might think that narcissists love attention, but you know what they hate even more than attention? They hate being ignored. Even though they go silent, they manipulate by going silent. I mean, you know how they'll send you a barrage of text messages, and then as soon as you text back, they go silent. If they can't make you react, they lose control. So if they can't get a response from you, then they feel invisible, and that's even worse. If you stop playing their game, they spiral. So this is why that gray rock method works so well. And what you do with gray rock, by the way, is you don't go completely silent. You're just uninteresting. You're just boring. Okay, you just say yes. Okay, uh-huh. Yep, not interesting to them anymore. You are unaffected by their emotional firestorm. They're in this vortex of craziness and toxicity over here, and you're over here going, all right, if that's how you want to be, that's fine. You do your thing. I'm here. When they send you all of this craziness with a wall of texts and emails that's designed perfectly to try to trigger you, that says all the stuff that they think they know is going to stir you up, you just go, all right, I hear you, I see you, I know what you're doing over there, but that's fine. I'm not going to get drawn in, sucked in, pulled into your mud down here. I'm just going to go, uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your response. We can meet at this time or whatever. You don't need to, you just go through and you pick out the little kernels of the things that you have to respond to. And that's all you're going to respond to. That's it, right? You're like a gray rock over here. Nothing more. You don't feed off of any of it. You don't get pulled in. They fear people seeing the truth. A narcissist's biggest nightmare is people seeing them for who they truly are. They thrive on people controlling the narrative. They want to control the narrative. They need to be admired and respected. They hate when people start talking and comparing notes. This is why they try to isolate you. This is why they smear you before you can expose them. This is why they panic when you stand up for yourself. Because if you do, others might start questioning them too. As soon as you stand up for yourself, they start wanting to control that narrative, and they're terrified of you moving on. I mean, if you really want to scare a narcissist, move on and be happy without them. They want you stuck in the pain. They want you obsessing over them. They hate the idea of you thriving while they are forgotten. So the best revenge: live your best life. Let them watch as you rise without them. That's what truly terrifies them. You don't have to be afraid of a narcissist, because the truth is, they are afraid of you. They are afraid of your strength. They are afraid of your independence. They are afraid that one day you will wake up and realize you are a powerful human being. You were powerful all along. All right. So if this video helped you, hit that like button and share it with somebody else who needs to hear this message. And remember to subscribe. I have so many more powerful strategies coming your way, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. When I first launched my store at shop.rebeccazung.com, I needed a simple way to manage online and in-store sales. Shopify Point of Sale made it seamless. Shopify POS connects everything online and in-store into one system. Customers shop how they want, and my team always has the tools to get the sale done. It's proven to work. Shopify POS users see a 22% better total cost of ownership and an 8.9% sales boost on average. Want more? Check out shopify.com/negotiate, all lowercase, shopify.com/negotiate. And if you really want to take back your power, you've got to watch my next video, the mindset that renders a narcissist powerless. And that's going to completely change how you handle them. So make sure you watch that video next. And remember that you are powerful beyond measure, that you were meant to shine, that you are God's creation. If you shine, it has nothing to do with anybody else's shining. Just do whatever you need to do. You don't need to be afraid of any narcissist, because the truth is they are more afraid of you than you are of them. So stand up, be tall, feel grounded, do whatever you want to do, live your life in freedom. And remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in that next video.